Question is that this bill be now read a second time, and I call the member for Higgins.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Just recently, Deputy Speaker, I had the honour of representing the Minister for Communications, who's in the chamber today, Michelle Rowland, at the awards ceremony for community television in Melbourne. And I've got to say, this was an absolutely joyous event. It was a real spectacle, a celebration of diversity in the broadest sense of the word, of people from all walks of life, and a fantastic array of media and entertainment content. It was also a celebration of location, because the content that community television champions is very much local, very much community-focused, and the kinds of stories that are told you will just not find on commercial TV. It was also a celebration of our nascent storytellers, our musicians, our producers and our creatives. After all, it is community TV that is the training ground for Australia's future media talent. And that was evident on the night. Young people, older people, and I've got to say, when the awards were handed out, it was riotous applause that greeted them, whoops from the crowd. It was honestly, it was a lot of fun. And the content that received the award was diverse. There were migrant offerings, there were motorsports, youth take on politics, for example, and that was interesting to see. Our young people are indeed engaged in politics, and they're watching what we do in this House. There were shows on fishing and shows celebrating food and wine, of course, and of course the great Aussie icon, the four-wheel drive, and where it can take you in this country. But what was evident was that these young people use community television as a means to hone their skills and spread their wings, often to other arenas with a much bigger stage like commercial TV, either in Australia or internationally. And it is for these reasons that I am very pleased to speak about the reforms being put forward today. This bill effectively kills the Liberals' kill bill on community TV. Under the previous Liberal government, community TV would have ceased to exist in Melbourne and in Adelaide by June of this year. And this was part of a campaign to essentially gag and shut down community TV that was waged over many years that we in the Labor Party fought against. The bill repeals the legislated expiry date for C31, the channel that I celebrated, and C44 in Adelaide from the 30th of June, and it allows community TV to then have the certainty to continue broadcasting into the future. Instead, the bill will replace this expiry date with a new ACMA-led process for determining a future date for when the licence for the remaining community TV channels will cease. So it won't be up to a government of the day, at the whim of a government, to decide when community TV continues or stops. It'll be led by a body, a statutory body, ACMA, that will be held at arm's length from government, and that is a good thing. I want to see community TV continue to prosper, to broadcast and to suck in our talent from our schools, our universities, our training institutes, in order to then deliver that talent onto much bigger stages. After all, we have a wonderful story to tell in our country, but we need those talented young Australians to enter the media sector and to see it as a future career for themselves. And community TV is a very important stepping stone in that journey. Labor has a proud legacy of supporting community TV, and for years we have stood shoulder to shoulder with the sector, fighting to keep them on air. This reform will enable community TV to thrive for many years to come. I commend this bill to the House.